Welcome to the Finding Nebo Podcast, where we talk about all things Nebo School District. Hey Seth, how are you?
Great. How are you, Lindsay?
Good. I was thinking on my way here, what do I want to ask Seth today? And I'm going to do a hot take. My hot take is, I think school lunch is delicious.
You know what? I actually agree. Even back when I was a teacher, Thursday was always my favorite day of the week.
Because you love the mashed potatoes?
I loved mashed potato day.
And you got two scoops as an adult.
That's right. As an adult, you got more. My kids have even enjoyed school lunch as of late.
Yes. My high schooler won't go in there. I think the junior high kid does. The middle school and the elementary love school lunch. Really, the elementary. He loves school lunch. And he is the cutest. I get compliments all the time because he tells the lunch ladies, thank you, every time he gets his tray and his food.
Yeah, I think they've really upgraded it over the last few years.
Matt, how do the high school kids like school lunch?
You know what? We feed between 300 and 400 kids a day, so
that's
awesome.
A good
start.
Yeah.
That is.
A lot of kids stick around and want to eat, and the lunches look pretty good. I've never actually had one.
What?
I know.
Ever?
Oh,
Never.
wow.
Okay,
well, I take that back. There's been a few times where I've had a drumstick here and there, but I've never went in and picked me a lunch.
I'm gonna challenge you before you leave Spanish Fork High on May 18th. I think I made up that date, but eat a full school lunch and then report back.
Done.
And choose Thursday.
I'll do my Thursday.
Okay. Thursday.
All right.
Although I've heard pizza rollers are good. I've never tried them.
Pizza Rippers?
Or pizza rippers, that's what they
I
are.
even
Pizza
know they're
rippers. See, I don't even know what they're called, but I've heard they're good.
I don't know. I feel like they're orange chicken or they're teriyaki chicken or some chicken.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
I would eat that.
So I feel like people need to write in and tell me if they agree or if they don't. Where do they write in? Seth.Sorensen.
Yes, please write to me. Let me know, and I'll tell Lindsay.
Thank you.
I'll pass the information along.
Perfect. Well, we have Matt Christensen here with us, and we are so excited that you're here. This is the second time you've been on our podcast.
Yes.
First time on video.
Yeah.
And you're loving the video.
I'm loving this video.
Yeah.
It's a great studio.
He would have been in a suit had we told him we were on video, so I apologize to all of our viewers.
Yeah, I was expecting just the audio, and
But it's
I
great.
apologize for being casual.
And we also didn't give you the stripe memo.
No, we didn't.
Lindsay and I got the stripes.
Sorry.
Your tie has some
My tie has a
stripes.
stripe,
so you're
we'll
good.
get by.
So the reason we have you, Matt, is you just were appointed to a new position that will start July 1. What position did you just get appointed to?
So I'm really excited about my new position. I'll be serving as the Director of Secondary Education.
Yay!
That is
So
very
stoked.
exciting. Yeah. And we've had the chance to work with Matt in a lot of different capacities, and we think you're going to be amazing in that position.
We know you're going to be amazing.
Thank you.
I've said I wanted to work with Matt Christensen for years, probably since you were an intern at East Meadows and I was just a little teacher. And now I get to.
Now we get to work together.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
So stoked.
excited. 22 years at Spanish Brook High. Well, 19. I had a short stay at the junior high. 22 years out as a teacher and as a principal, and I've loved it. It's been wonderful. But I'm looking forward to this new opportunity. Really am.
You know, new opportunities give us new challenges, which kind of reinvigorate our love for what we do and who we serve. And I think it's a good thing to have a little mix up.
Yeah, it's exciting. So Matt and I had the opportunity early on in life to be neighbors. We actually lived not far from each other. So we got to know Matt and his family a little bit, but I don't know that most of our viewers know Matt Christensen. So Matt, why don't you take a few minutes and tell our viewers about you, your personal life, where you're from, just all of the things that they might want to know.
Absolutely. Well, I'm a product of Nebo School District. I grew up in Salem, Utah. I grew up on the pond. A lot of people don't know that. I literally lived across the street from the pond. So Salem, I was a Salem's superstar back then, but I guess they're the Salem Stars.
They're the Stars.
I made a comment to Jim Welburn when he was the principal there that the Superstars, and he quickly reminded me that they're the Stars. But when I was there, you were Superstars.
Superstars. I love it.
Yeah, we actually did a time capsule, and I wrote a letter, and it's buried, where the old drinking fountain is, and then a little bit of the old school. There's a time capsule under there. I don't think anybody knows about it.
Really?
Yeah, so I think we need to dig it up. I'm going to talk with Dave Rowe. We need to go
Jen's the principal. Ask Jen.
We need
Let's
to go
dig
talk
it
to
up.
Jen. But
Yeah.
I think we need to go find that.
That would be awesome.
I wrote some key things in 4th grade that I think we need to.
If we dig it up, we open it here.
Yes, I think absolutely we open it on
I
there.
Yeah.
think I know where it's at, but we'd have to maybe get permission
would be
from Frank
cool.
to do a little
Yeah.
digging.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So went to Salem Elementary. Went through school at the middle school and junior high at the Spanish Fork, and then I'm a Spanish Fork High grad. Absolutely loved my experience there. I loved sports. I played football, basketball, and baseball when I was a student at Spanish Fork High School. Some of my favorite teachers, and there were a lot, but Everett Kelly Polo, Rochelle Anderson. So once I graduated from high school, I actually helped our freshman football team. And then I took a 2-year break and came back and got back into it and decided I want to be a teacher and a coach. So I started my schooling at BYU and graduated with my degree in history teaching. I minored in coaching and PE and also driver education. I have a lot of driver ed stories. If everyone has-
We might have
We
to
could
do
do a whole
lot.
episode.
we did an episode on driver ed. Did that for 11 years actually, but
Bless you.
yeah, so that's a little bit about my journey there. I have a wonderful wife, Jennifer. She's a Red Devil, my age.
Okay.
We met after high school. We have 3 amazing kids. We love to golf and outdoors. We boat. We have a boat. I know it's a money pit, but it's what we do.
Hey, that's great.
It's time. I get kids on the boat, and they don't fight, and they bring their friends, and we just have a ball. So trips to Lake Powell are something that are meaningful to us. We like to travel, ski. We ski as a family, just those type of things. Like to just be active, and yeah. So that's a little bit about me. I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
That is perfect. So when you got into education, you taught history, you coached. What made you want to pursue a career path in administration?
Yeah, great question. People ask me that all the time, and I think I love helping people and getting to know people. So I knew my classroom and my athletes that I coached, and with driver's ed, I had every sophomore would come through the program, and I would teach them, and I was making these connections that I wasn't making in the classroom. And so I started thinking about how can I have a bigger impact. And Everett Kelly Polo was one that was like, hey, you really should look into this. And I hadn't really thought about it. I'm like, okay. And so, I did a little exploration, started having conversations with people, and I thought, this is something that I could do. And I jumped into the program with SUU, and I loved the program. And you talk about East Meadows. I did my internship with Dwight Lydiard at East Meadows.
Yeah.
And my assignment, how you do your intern project, he said, I want you to do an evaluation for every teacher.
You did an evaluation
Wow.
on me?
I did an eval on you. I did every teacher.
Oh.
We should pull that out.
the
What did
NSAT.
it say?
It was
I'm
the
sure it was
NSAT, so the
glowing.
5 standards.
Oh,
You ate, everybody aced, because I was an intern. Everybody got a perfect score, because I was the intern. I wasn't going to go in there and say,
you need a little work.
we need to
Step
do
it up a
your
little bit.
classroom management struggling with that. But it was good for me, and I loved that. And then I'm like, I can do this. And so it really springboarded me into really getting after it and pursuing it.
The one thing I know about you is you are great at building relationships, not just with
Yes.
your faculty and your staff, but with your students. I love walking around with you in your school. You don't just let students pass you without saying anything. And not all administrators are like that. So I love that about you. You can tell that it's important to you that your kids know you and you know them.
Well,
I think that's amazing.
Well, and I think last time you were on the podcast, and this was, back in our audio days, you told us that it was one of your goals to get to know every student by name. And in a high school, that is
Seems impossible.
a daunting
Yeah.
task. I mean, that's huge.
Because how many students do you have?
We have 1,550 to 1,600. It fluctuates, but there's a lot of kids, and I don't know every kid's name. But I do stop kids and like, hey, remind me your name. Oh, Lindsay, yeah, sorry. I'll probably ask you 2 or 3 times until it sinks in. Hey, remind me who you are. Oh, okay, Seth. I love the relationship piece.
Yeah.
Here's a story that when I was a principal at Spanish Fork, this happened to me at Spanish Fork Junior. I was just coming in. I was just trying to connect with everybody, high-fiving. The kids love high fives in junior high, and just doing that. And one day I was going out to talk to a teacher. I remember exactly where I was going, and it was kind of an urgent thing. So I was just kind of focused, and I wasn't really present in the hall. And it wasn't between class time. It was actually during, so the kid was out on a hall pass or something.
Okay.
So it wasn't a million kids. And I was just walking, and this kid walked by, and the kid stopped and said, "Hey, Mr. Christensen, are you okay?" And I turned and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, Seth? Sorry." And he's like, "You always say hi to me, and you just didn't say hi to me. Are you okay?" And
Oh my
but I was so
gosh.
distracted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that's something I tell my teachers and my admin teams as my mentoring, like, when we're out in the hall, put your phone away, be present, smile, say hi,
Yep.
connect.
I like that a lot.
And that's been something I've tried to do. At bus duty, when you're like, okay,
Yep.
I'm doing bus duty, or lunch duty,
Yep.
like, be present, put your phone away, go talk to a kid, ask them how their lunch is, and you start making these connections that are impactful, and you start learning people's names, and you start getting to know them. Oh, I know your grandparents. Oh, I know. There's so many connections, and that's how you kind of connect the dots. So I really enjoy that.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So in this new position, your office is actually going to be right next to Everett Kelly Polo, who you've talked quite a bit
Yeah.
about. But what are you looking forward to as you move into this new assignment? I know it's a complete shift of gears, but in a way, there are still some familiar pieces. What are you looking forward to most?
Yeah. So that's a loaded question. Speaking specific to Everett, this is payback, because he was my football coach, and he was hard on me.
I've heard stories.
And now I have the opportunity to, maybe nudge him a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, give it back to him.
No, he's a dear friend. I'm looking forward to working with. I mentioned this when I was appointed, as I spoke to the board, the people here in the district and around our district, but in the district office. I'm so excited to, Lindsay says she wanted to work with me. Like, hey, I'm honored to work with you, and I'm honored to work with Seth and all of the good people here. I love mentoring. I love, so that's something I'm looking forward to, working with principals, helping them to problem solve. I love, okay, here's something, let's work together as a team. We talk about Deloitte a lot. I don't know if any of our viewers might know that, but I'm an integrator. So you guys, that kind of tells you a little bit about me. I love teaming, strategy, putting together a plan. Let's go get it. Let's work together, and just that constant communication. That's kind of my style. So I think I'll fit in. I think I'll fit in down here, because that's
You will
how
fit in
you
great.
really operate. So
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, you've got the perfect personality. I think one thing that people assume when they don't know much about the district office is that everyone just sits at their desks and waits for things to come to them, and that's all you do. And really, it's a roll up your sleeves and dive in kind of thing. And I know that's your personality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's going to be so great to have you.
Yep.
Okay, so you're leaving Spanish Fork High. You've been there so many years, graduated from there, taught. Were you an assistant there as well? Assistant, coached, head principal. What are you going to miss about Spanish Fork High?
Well, it is a family there. The culture with the community is off the charts. The students, the faculty and staff, it really is a family to me. I am so connected there. So I'll miss that, right? I'll miss those things.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard. The coaching, when I left coaching back in 2011 or 12, I missed it. I missed coaching a little bit, and but when the playoffs would come around, I would get nervous for the players, right? And then the next year, I didn't miss coaching at all. And the nerves came on a couple of games. I was just excited for the kids and the coaches. And then the third year,
You're good.
it was all gone. All those feelings have kind of worked out. So to be completely vulnerable, I'm sure there'll be times when I go do school visits and I'm walking through Spanish Fork High, I'm sure I'll get hit a little bit like, oh, I miss this or this, those type of things. But I also know that I'm excited. I really have a vision of what I want to do, and my why. My why is bigger than it was now. I see I can have more impact. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think that's going to help. So yeah, I'll miss it like crazy, dear friends, but I'm excited to get to know all these other schools, these other administrators, these other communities that I've missed out on, because my career has been kind of centralized here in Spanish Fork. So I'd like to get to know some people in your neck of the woods and your neck of the woods. So
I think that's great.
Yeah, you are going to be phenomenal.
Yep.
Thank you.
Secondary ed is so lucky to have you, and we're lucky to be able to work with you.
We are.
Finally!
Yes,
Hallelujah!
yes.
Thank
That's
you for
awesome.
watching, and stay tuned because we are going to have quite a few more administrators that we're going to talk to with new appointments coming soon.